session. Today I'm happy to share with you about my experience on how MuvMi ensures code and app quality with Bitrise and GitLab. A little bit about myself. So my name is Konkrit Gunanuson. At the moment, I'm a mobile developer team lead at Urban Mobility Tech, which our main product is called MuvMi. We are a startup based in Bangkok. So about MuvMi, MuvMi is a on-demand ride-sharing service using electric tuk-tuks. We have been operating for around 4 years and a bit, serving around more than 3 million customers and using more than 250 electric tuk-tuk vehicles. For any of you that have been in Thailand, I think you all will know about the tuk-tuk. It's a very famous three-wheeled vehicle. Yep, and our sharing service is affordable because we use the pricing that assume that the customer use the share, so it will be cheaper, and our vehicles are all in electric, so it's environmentally friendly. And of course, because it's an on-demand sharing service, we have like 4 mobile applications that we are maintaining at the moment. So 2 of them are passenger applications, which are in Android native and iOS native. We have one driver application that's written in Android native, and another application for rider, which is like version 2 for the driver application. This one we are using Flutter. Well, but similar to a lot of startups, we face some challenges, like we don't really have that many people. We have 5 mobile engineers totally across the company, and we still have like features to focus to deliver on deadline to ensure that our customers still have like the competitive features to in the startup ecosystem that we are working on. And most of the time when we are like our hands are tied to ship the products that are not really up to the quality that we would like. For example, as you can see in this meme here, even though some of the test cases are failed, we are forced to release it to the production, but we don't really want that, and we don't want to trade the time and quality. So sure, yeah, we need some tools that can help us on that. And one day, our former DevOps has introduced us to a tool called Bitrise, which I think most of you already know about Bitrise already. It's a mobile DevOps platform to do mobile CI/CD. And after we have like explored it for a while, we have decided to add all of our apps for these 4 apps into Bitrise. And next, I'm gonna walk you through step by step on how to add like 3 types of the application into Bitrise, and you will see how easy it is, and it doesn't take that much time. So let me switch the screen into Bitrise. So this is the dashboard, main page of Bitrise. You can see this is like the build that ran earlier. So after selected the company account, I can go here and click on add new app. The first one that I would like to add would be the Android native. So yeah, choose the account, and of course I want it to be private because it's a company thing. And yeah, Bitrise provide like seamless experience in integration with your like the Git platform that you use. For example, I'm using GitLab right here. I select GitLab and use gitlab.com as a host. And now after like select my own company, my repo, I can select this repository, which is the one I want. And well, if you have to set up like further repository for the submodule and something else, you need to click the I need to here. But because for this project, I don't really need to do that, so I click on auto add here, and I can type in the default branch name that I want Bitrise to grab the information and the code on it. And when I type that and click next here, it's gonna take a while to process, which shouldn't take too long because the project is really simple. Here we go, that's done. And you can see that Bitrise already like automatically know that this one is Android because it's like check from the source code, and the default module would be this one, app. I can click next, and for this one I'm gonna select debug variant, and after ensure that all of this is correct, I can click confirm, and then there we go. We can select the icon as well because Bitrise got that from the code for us. But if you want to like use another one, you can upload it here, or you can skip it as well. But I'm gonna select that and next for now. And this bit is to tell Bitrise whether you wanted to set a webhook to do like the auto trigger and connect to the repository on GitLab for you, which I'm gonna click register webhook for me here, and it says that they're running the first build. We can click here to check the build that's running, and this is the screen for the like build and logs and things. You can see like it does a couple of things like clone the project and pull and install things, which at the moment let's get it run and see on the main page. You can see that yeah, this one is already running, and in the meantime I'm gonna add another kind of app, which at the moment for now I'm gonna do the iOS native, which here we're gonna repeat the same step again, but now we are gonna select another repository and click the same thing and type the same brand name because we're using the same naming convention. And for this one it might take a little bit longer because yeah, in nature usually the iOS application builds longer. And just for the heads up, the pipeline for this iOS application will be failed because there's some setup that haven't been done properly, but I think it might be useful to see both like the failed and success pipeline. But anyway, get back to here. Here we go. It already know that this is iOS, and this is iOS thing, so you have to select the distribution method. You can select like which one you want, like the thing that you're using, but I'm using ad hoc mainly, so I'm gonna select ad hoc, and after see that all of the information is good to go, click on confirm here, and basically doing the same thing. Select the app icon, which why it doesn't show up here, it should be shown. Anyway, let's click choose image and proceed, and also register a webhook for me. Yep, that's it for iOS. Quite easy. And the next one, oh good, you can see that the pipeline for Android is already done and success. Cool. The next one I'm gonna add the Flutter application, which in fact is more or less the same thing, just different project. So this one is Flutter and using the same branch name. And now we are waiting for the Flutter application to build here. Oh, nice, it's already finished. And again, it's detected that it's Flutter. In here you can select like which Xcode version you would like to use, but for me I think let's stick with the default one, and everything's good to go. So let's click confirm, and because this one we haven't really set the proper app icon yet, so we can click skip for now. register a webhook as well. Cool, that's done for adding like 3 apps into the Bitrise. And you see that this build fails here. So I'm gonna show how to navigate through the failed log here. You can go down and see like this one is the step that it failed. So scroll up a little bit and expand this, and after scrolling down a bit, you will see that this is the error that you need to go fix. So you can go fix and then rerun again after push the fix up. But anyway, let's go back to our slides. No, sorry, I'm gonna show more about the workflow that Bitrise already set up for each of the project. So Bitrise will initialize the like 2 type of workflow for you. The first one would be for doing the testing, and the second one would be for like deploying. First one is called primary. So this is the Pet Hero Android, so Android native, right? It's doing a couple of things that for Android, and including Android unit test. And for the deploy step workflow, you can see that it does unit test as well, but do the build and sign and also release and things as well. You can add like more steps here if you like, including like Google Play deployment, and even so like when you can send a Slack message to give heads up for people as well. So this is like there are a lot of other steps that you can explore in here that Bitrise provide. Yep, there we go. So next, I'm gonna shift back to slides a bit, and I already showed that Bitrise provide 2 types of workflows for us as the initialize, right? But at MuvMi, we have like 3 types of workflows that we are using. The first one is to ensure that our code still compile after someone try to create like merge request and try to merge into the main branch. This is because some of our apps are not really ready to do all of the regression unit tests yet. So at least we would like to just prevent people from pushing the broken code into the branch. But for the other type of projects that we have unit test and regression test set up already, we do the second type of workflow that will run the regression test every time someone created a merge request. And the third type of the workflow that we are using is to deploy the app into for QA team to test the app, because earlier we used like manual process and it was so time consuming and it's so painful. So this helps us a lot. And yeah, you can also set the trigger, which means that when do you like the specific type of workflow to run for this project. For example, as I told you earlier, we set like the test and coverage workflow to run every time someone creates a merge request, or in some other you may call it pull request, into a branch called develop. And for the deployment, I would like it to run when we are pushing on the deployment branch. Yeah. Well, that's it for Bitrise that we are using. The next thing we're using like to save up quality and time is GitLab, which we are using GitLab description mainly as reminders. Like for example, the thing you're seeing on the screen is the template for the merge request. So every time someone creates merge request for this project, you will see like this as a default message, which you can set up by click on the setting icon here and go to merge request and scroll down a little bit. And after we set up things here and we click on save change, it will show up on the merge request screen like this, which are the checkboxes. So to remind the merge request opener to to do all of these 4 steps before you mark your request as ready. So you have to run the test and remove the lock, and because this is Flutter, you have to ensure that your code runs smoothly on both type of devices here. And for the merge request reviewer, you can see that, oh, okay, if if they already check out the box, but you still have some kind of blocks left in there, like forgot to remove it out, the reviewers can say, hey, you forget to remove this line down, kind of. Okay, so you can see that there is a pipeline uh, tab here, which is the one that connect to Bitrise. So if you click on the pipeline, you can see all of the pipelines that's been running for this merge request um, branch. And if you would like to see like more information about each, you can just click on this link, the pipeline link, and it will navigate us to this. And if we click it again, it will navigate to the build page automatically, so you can see like the logs for the one that failed, like which like what's wrong about that, and fix it. Cool. So that's all of the things we set up for Bitrise and GitLab, which it help us save a lot of time, because as you can see, only one person can set all those things up easily, while the others can like deliver the features and meet all of the deadline, and we don't really have to compromising between quality and time anymore, hopefully. Yeah, well, that's cool, sounds great, but there's still things that we would like to do more about this. For example, the first one, you can see that in the merge request description, we put the coverage reminder in that, but in fact, it should be like included into the workflow. Like if you are, if the test coverage is less than this and that, the pipeline should fail. But at the moment, we are trying to figure out how to do that. Bitrise provides a way to connect with CodeCoff, which is good, but it requires us to have CodeCoff account and pay more, which we prefer to find another solution at the moment. And another thing we would like to do is to actually deploy the app into the store, because at the moment we are only deploying using pipeline to QA only, and it's still a manual process to do like deployment on the store. So definitely that's a thing we would like to do. And the like another one thing that we would like to do is, because we might have like another app set up, but it would be either Android, iOS, or Flutter, so the workflow will be kind of similar to the one that we already set up. So we would like to do like a workflow template, so the new one or new project can be like can use that, which in fact we can try to do that, like save up the YAML file somewhere. But yeah, we have to set it up somehow to help speed up the um, process. And yeah, that should be everything that I would like to share with you today. And please feel free to connect, catch up with me if you have any questions, or if you would like to know about specific things. And that's it. Thank you. Bye.